Alrighty, so in this video we will be going over kind of just how to get a good general coloring. I know for me it took a lot of experimenting and messing around with the settings because I didn't honestly understand it that much, but it's in Transform Clip and it's custom coloring. Let's just go ahead and get rid of everything. So obviously you can do your own things, but kind of for basic coloring, lowering your gamma and then putting up your exposure makes it look a little bit nicer, and then turning up your vibrance a bit. And then with bloom can be kind of odd. Turning up your radius all the way, sharpness up all the way, and threshold all the way really does help. And I'm going to be going over light coloring, which not light coloring, like clip, which is this, and then a dark clip, because it can be kind of tricky to get colorings on dark clips, so I'll go over that too. But bloom shows up a lot better on dark clips, but it's kind of like that. And then with radius, it just kind of is a radius. Streak really does affect exposure, so if you want to have a lot of streak, then you would need to turn down your exposure. I'm not that much of a streak person, just a little bit. And then you can also, mess with these things. That kind of is the parameter, I guess. And then I don't generally mess with angle because I think it looks nice. What it is at 0, I mean. And then stylize. I like making kind of pink colorings a lot, so that'd be red and blue. So I just kind of turn it up a bit, and then you have pink, right? Color magic is kind of odd. It really does. I don't think you're really ever going to use it at 100 because that is very intense, as it implies. But this can really kind of help bring it together. And it's just like, it can be subtle like this, obviously, or a little bit more pastel. So like that gives like a nice little feeling, I think. But also, I noticed that like it's not terribly bright in here, but if I were to hit create, then it'd come out even brighter, which is always so odd, but I think that's just a thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my exposure a bit. Aberration is that thing. I think it works really nicely with like VHS edits. I'm just gonna put it on for the sake of this, and that kind of same thing, but like different colors and a little bit more blurry. Sharpen is always nice to have it up just a little bit. You don't want to go over too much because then it looks, honestly, to be honest, like not trying to be rude, but it does look a little cheap whenever it goes up too high. So just a couple is good, Levels, you don't really need to mess with this terribly much because it kind of gets out of whack kind of fast. So I don't even mess with this. But I think figuring out and just kind of messing around with this really does help a bit. I'm gonna go turn off aberration. I'm not feeling it. I'm also gonna turn down sharpen. I'm okay with that, but I might be brighter. See, because that looks a little bit more bright now, and I'm not digging the whole bright. So I'm gonna go back because it's a lot less bright in this one. So I'm gonna go back and just turn down exposure and go down to gamma a little bit more. And actually, I'm just gonna lower gamma, and it helps a little. But it's just kind of like messing around with it. And gamma and exposure really do help. And then for a dark clip, see, that's not even that bad. It's just that you could definitely turn up exposure a lot more, but not too much, obviously. And then you can go up and turn up bloom more. Let's go to color magic and change it. This is kind of like experimenting and all that snazzy stuff. See, I like that. Let's turn down streak a little bit. All that snazzy stuff. And I think it's okay, but it might be a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's pretty chill. Just to kind of recap. Oh my goodness already. Just to kind of recap, Gamma and exposure, personally, I think make it really. Color, vibrance really kind of, helps. Color magic is completely optional. I don't use it all that much, but it can be subtle little, nice things that bring it together. Bloom and streak, I think, honestly make it look more, professional or After Effects like. Because After Effects, had this before we did, and I think that it just makes you look, makes your edit look a little bit nicer. Not to say that After Effects are nicer, of course, but all that fancy stuff. Vignette, completely optional. It's not going to do that terribly much on a dark frame like this, but you can still have it. And then grain also could work with VHS edits like aberration with this. You can do all that fancy stuff and change it, kind of like TV screen, I guess. But yeah, just mess around with it, see what's good for you. Definitely try some new things, and then if you're excuse me, if you're trying to save it as a preset, keep in mind it's gonna look a lot different if it's made on a light clip as it will on a dark clip, and vice versa. Especially if you're going to be sharing these presets, so just keep in mind that, but just explore and see what's good for you. That's it. Thank you. Like and subscribe, please, and leave any requests in the comments. Thank you.